Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Fire Monkey 469 here today, coming at you guys with episode, what is it, 6? Six of the podcast. And today we're going to be going ahead and starting off with our first guest.
Young Savage. What's going on, guys?
Not much of a guest, I guess. I guess it's the wrong term. But we do have a guest in the form of Marco.
69.
69. And finally, we have our third host, sometimes.
Festivio, even though I was introduced last. I'm not going to mention it.
Well, it's because I was already in the topic of host. You broke my mouse. How dare you?
Sorry about that.
So today, guys, I don't know if you'll be able to notice the change in the sound or anything, but today we're actually recording in my apartment room.
Yeah, it might be kind of booty, but don't worry about it.
I'll admit my room does have some echo to it, but I'm using a little better mic than what I usually use from the Beats. So we're going to start off this podcast by talking about our New Year's Day. How about you start first, Young Savage? Let's see if you did anything interesting on New Year's.
Oh, yeah. So, New Year's passed, it was all nice. Didn't get to go out to any parties. I was thinking about, hitting up some friends, but...
Getting the hose.
Boy, but I was just like, nah, I'm going to stay in this year. So, just kind of chilled with the fam, went to sleep. I don't know what time it was. I think I stayed up pretty late-ish, but... I just kind of stayed in. I think my sister bought a board game or something. We played that hoe.
Monopoly?
Apples to Apples.
Apples to... I don't think... I've seen it around, but I've never played it.
Cards Against Humanity.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I have seen it before, yeah. I never played it,
It's a little different, actually, but...
I think it came out before Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah, it's kind of old. We used to have it. I don't know if, I ever played with you,
You ever played it, Marco?
Apples to Apples?
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't play it.
But yeah, so we got to play that. Slide bought some Legos. He let me build some, so, that's always kind of fun.
Actually, I need to get the last set.
Oh, yeah.
Boy. He does need to get the last set, ladies and gentlemen.
But, yeah, other than that, just kind of chilled. And so far this week, probably talk about it later. We were up to some shenanigans the other day, but, most part been chilling with the friends. Just trying to, take advantage of these last couple of days of Christmas break. So that's been me.
That's been you. All right, so how about you, Festivio? How was your New Year's, per se? Anything exciting happen aside from...
Not really, because I spent New Year's with Savage, so anything that he said pretty much goes the same for me.
I can imagine anything with him is kind of boring.
We just popped the champagne, grape juice, at the end of the year.
As most New Year's are, popping grape juice.
Yeah. What about you, Fire Monkey? You be getting bitches?
First of all...
Boy, he don't got no hoes.
I got no hoes. She ain't here.
Play small bomb in the background.
The storage version.
Hey, you know what? I don't feel like talking. How about you talk about your New Year's, Marco? Sit down here and
okay, so basically, we had a lot of people come over. Actually, not a lot.
Oh, so you got hoes.
No, we played a lot of SmashBros. There's some guys who came in and started, trying to whoop some cheeks.
Hey, he did whoop.
But then Fire Monkey came out here,
I wasn't about to let him disrespect me. Let me let you know.
Like one of those, anime things. But... other than that, I watched YouTube for the rest of the night, and that's about it.
Alright, so things have, basically, it was kind of like same thing for me. Leading up into New Year's, I was just kind of playing Smash with the fam, what's it called, my family, we had, some, cake type stuff, right? We had, muffins and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Or just cake?
Yeah, it was cake.
Yeah, it was birthday cake. If you ever had birthday cake, it's kind of good, actually. 10 out of 10 would recommend. We popped the champagne, of course. But yeah, like he said, we had some people come over I'd never seen before. But he came in, he was like, "You passed me the controller," and I was like, "Oh shit, but he's serious." And I passed him the controller. We ran some sets. He was actually pretty good. Never actually got to 1v1 him per se. Usually it was just free for all with 4 people. But whenever I'd get into the wire, it was usually us 2. And then we did run some tournaments as well, some doubles. So yeah, it was a pretty good time. So when the clock did strike 12, I had asked my friend. Well, my friend had asked me, if I'm doing anything, and I was like, "Oh, I'm with the fam, if you want to come through." And he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be out here, I'm on drinking and stuff." And I was like, "Damn, you live in a society." So I was like, "Bro, bet, let me come through after 12." So he was like, "All right, I'm like, bet." So after 12, basically, I did end up coming through. Came over there, joined them a bit. Did a cheers for New Year's, as they say.
Hey.
And then my friend Arturo. Hey. Nah. But my friend Arturo also came along, and then, we just kind of talked for, till 1:30. I know my mom had said, don't be out long, so I was like, I'm going to just wait till she texts me. It was 1:30. She hadn't texted me, so I was like, oh, shit.
All right, can you hit us with like the TLDR?
It's an interesting story.
Is it really?
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah. But then we went to Whataburger, right? And this is the kicker, bro. I waited 1 hour for my food. 1 whole hour. And they gave me the wrong order, bro. I was so pissed. Because this group of white people, right, they came in, right? They must have been middle school, maybe freshmen in high school. They came in, sat down, 2 minutes later, feasted on their food. Feasted. Not only that, the disrespect, bro. These, like, females, right? Middle schoolers, probably.
The leather-coated one?
Yeah, I was like, bro, who are
I'm
these?
tired of these
Females lying, bro. These, they look like strippers, bro. But I was like, why are they?
12-year-old strippers.
Yeah, I was like, why are they
Where is
like?
your mother?
And then I was like, why are they dressed like this? Is so like inappropriate. Y'all look 12. Of course, I didn't say anything, but I was just kind of like, this is, and the way they talk, bro. I swear, I was like, I thought people only talk like this in like movies. You know how like they be talking in movies and like TV shows and stuff like that when they got high schools.
Yeah,
Like-
like where it's fake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like it
yeah.
sounded like that, and I was like, I guess this is where they be getting their conversations from the movies and shit, bro. But anyways, yeah, I was kind of pissed. We did find the dog. He was
yeah.
kind of stranded. It appeared that he wasn't like dirty or anything. So my boy Ricky popped him into the car, went driving around with him, and then he took him to the shelter. Then 2 days later, because New Year's the shelter was closed. But yeah, that was basically my New Year's. Had some fun aside from having to wait an hour for my food. Yeah, it was, not very
Like
fun.
that sometimes.
Oh God, bro. Shit, bro. So yeah, how would you want to go ahead and talk about what we?
I thought we were gonna move on to like how we almost lit your house on fire.
I guess if you're gonna talk about it right now, we did almost light this house on fire right before. How about you talk about that real quick, Damien?
All right, so my man Fire Monkey here. Well, we were getting ready to record this podcast that you're listening to now, and he thought it was like I don't know why he did it, to be honest. I think he was trying to get our attention or something. So he took like a can of Axe body spray and lit it with lit what is it called,
The
lighter?
yeah.
Yeah, against it. And if you know what happens when you do that, like a flame basically comes out, and we were just like, whoa, it was all cool and all. So we were doing it a couple times, and then he somehow like takes the foot powder can, and then he does the same thing, but it was like a way bigger like flame.
Yeah, if you chemistry majors out there can let me know what the difference between the chemicals is that makes it a bigger flame, that'll be much appreciated. I am almost out of foot spray now though, so that's gonna be a real shame.
So yeah, so then I was like, oh yeah, do it with the foot powder like outside your room for the snap for the one time. So he was like, all right, if you want to check out my snap, Damien_Sly.
We'll leave it in the description below.
But I did record him doing it, and then his brothers were upstairs, so I was like, hey, let's go run up on them and spray it. So he was like, I already had the cans in my hand, so he was like, I'm going to record. So I was like, all right. So we run up, and he's like, they're already out or something. Forget what you said.
Yeah, I was like, they're already out, mission failed or something like that, yeah.
So I just spray it anyways, and it's just like a big flame, and they're both like, whoa, or something. And then like, this is where we went wrong. Then I hand the cans over to the brother. I don't know. I told this man to record. I don't know what happened to him.
Well, because I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'm just not going to record because we didn't get to do the thing we were going to originally do. But I should have recorded it because it was funny nonetheless.
Oh, yeah. So after I did the flame, one of his brothers was like, hey, hand me the can and the
arsonist
lighter.
he is.
So I was like, here you go. So this man was like lighting the lighter first, and then he was about to push down on the can of foot spray. And I looked up and I was like, hold on, is that a smoke detector? And I was like, wait, don't. And he said, lit a big fire towards the sky, and the smoke detector went off.
Immediately, we all went into a panic as Young Savage ran down my stairs and knocked a cup of water on the floor. Not even close to the smoke detector. Luckily, nothing was harmed in the making of that video, actually.
Except for the smoke detector.
Except for the smoke detector. If you hear the fire alarm, the fire people come through, you know what happened.
But yeah, that's been our night so far.
Aside from the whoopings I was given on Smash Bros. A couple hours.
Boy.
the past couple hours.
Boys.
What's up, how you got whooped by level 4 Bob?
Oh my
Come on,
God.
Luigi.
They gave me a random character, Mario. Don't bring that up.
Even though he's your favorite character, don't lie to him.
I played as grown Link. But yeah, we're getting a little loud there for a second. But yeah, we did run some Smash also today,
We did run some Smash.
Yeah, okay, I did that. I got caught slipping against a level 4 Bob. I'm not even gonna lie.
Top
But,
lacking, dog.
I was using someone I had never used before. Then, we ran a tournament, that went a different way, but we ain't gonna bring
You
up
still
exactly
lost.
what
You still lost.
I still made it to parties, just to say.
The second tournament you did.
Yeah.
Okay. The first tournament we were playing around. The second tournament we were like, this is where the money is.
That's the tournament I didn't use a character I knew how to use.
I used the random too.
You used Young Link. You said that
That's
was your
the red.
main.
I never said that. I said Toon Link was my
Oh
main.
my
But
God. Same thing.
Oh my
Toon
God.
Link. What a technicality.
Okay, but yeah, I was just big chilling with the
Big
with
chill.
the whole Smash
Chilling with all
games
those
today,
L's, yeah.
But what we really gonna bring out our Smash skills, or I am at least. I don't know. Maybe they were gonna try harder. Fire Monkey is a chart, but
Oh, hell no.
DreamCon is coming up in May. Fire Monkey informed me last night that it's actually gonna be in May this year instead of
Surprisingly,
August.
actually, yeah, because I remember last year they invited me to go, but I already had some plans that weekend. I think that's when I went to Austin, I believe. So I didn't end up going to DreamCon, but they did. So when I saw that it was in May, I was kind of like, oh, that's from the summer. We're gonna, go ahead and try to go this year, right?
Yeah, so I do want to go. I mean, everybody so far sounds excited. I don't know, Mark, you should look
You
come
wanna
along.
go to
I
DreamCon?
should
Come. I should come.
Hey,
You just have the
Yeah, I
idea
should
we
come.
should rent a hotel and just chill out there.
It's like in Waco, right?
Bring
I mean,
an
do y'all
hour.
want to go like all 3 days or just like 2?
yeah,
Rent
I
a
think it
hotel.
would be cool to go through. Like, I don't know, last
think
year
it was like
something about it,
$35.
like,
Bro, hey, when we get there, you have to ask Desmond to race you because that fool be teleporting.
to race me.
Yeah, that fool
Boy,
be
I'm not racing that
teleporting.
man. That man, if anybody ping you, should race him.
I'm slow now,
You
dude.
the fastest out of all of us.
Maybe
Maybe
I'm
Angel.
fine.
Maybe Angel.
Alright, you gotta go and arm wrestle them. Be like, hey,
Oh, I'll
hey,
arm
hey,
wrestle
hey,
that
arm
week
wrestle.
fool, but yeah.
You run some sets with him, like boxing though.
It's whatever. They got the ring up there,
They
so
got
it's
some
whatever.
professional wrestling. You gotta get him.
It's whatever, you know what I'm saying? No, but last year, I don't know if y'all seen, I'll link it below, or I don't know, whoever it is, this will link it below the DreamCon video we did make. It was a lot of fun. It was like, I don't know, it was a crazy experience. I thought it was going to be like, kind of like, not boring, but like, it was their first con, so I was like, they might not have stuff together, but it was like really well put together. I was like, dang, like, that going there made me want to make more videos. Like, Sly was like super like energetic, like, yo, we gotta get home and start making more videos. Like, I don't know.
And look at all the videos you made so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This video has been better.
Yeah, we're gonna be good,
Hey, coming soon, bro.
But yeah, like it just gave us like, I don't know, a new hype to just make videos. I was like, yo, I really liked coming here. Like,
BoredBrosCon?
Y'all remember the gap
20,
year where y'all only posted
22?
like 2 videos?
Yeah. that's
Hey,
what I'm
everybody,
saying.
2045, we're gonna be getting that Board Bros con.
dang,
Bored.
son.
Dang.
Maybe 2020.
Yeah,
2025?
We gonna run the
23,
whole
23.
23,
Yeah,
23.
23.
Look forward to it. If we forget about it, be sure to remind us in the comment section. Hey, y'all remember BoredBrosCon? And like, nah, it was lit. And you refer us to this podcast.
Yeah.
If not, we'll just invite you over to our house for a little champagne or something.
Maybe some rounds and smash.
Have a whole panel.
Maybe we'll smash.
Okay. But yeah,
Pause.
DreamCon
Pause.
was really cool looking. So we do want to go. I think we should go 3 days. I don't know. What are y'all thinking right now?
I don't know, because it's all the way in Waco, so I feel like we'd have to get a
I'm
hotel.
thinking 6 days.
But then a hotel low-key expensive, you dig?
Like, I think it's
No,
like
it's
a
like
sleep
outside the
Bro,
convention
bro,
center.
you gotta
Who do
do
you
it
think
for the
would go,
culture.
like you, me, and then both of your brothers.
Yeah. I think it's $35 just for all three. So like
Yeah.
$35
Yeah,
each.
I
but
would be
think,
working.
I want to say that's cheaper than last year. Like, I
Exactly.
feel like
This
it
year,
was.
you're gonna have a job by then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel,
my
yeah,
man,
I feel
growing
like
up
that's a
over
lot of
here.
time to save.
I guess.
And
yeah.
but I don't know, cause like last year, if they're doing it in the same place, the place was connected to a hotel, so that's where a lot of people stayed. Yeah.
I mean,
So
probably
maybe
like
not-
the panelists, right?
Still
Like-
got young Donna.
Huh?
People featured there, like
Yeah, definitely those. But I think
Yeah.
like even some people who went, like who came out of town, like they stayed in that hotel too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to check because I feel like maybe they might have like a pass that comes with the hotel room if that's the case.
Oh
where the
yeah,
con's
we could
connected.
do that.
Yeah.
But of course, we're gonna have to recheck that again because I did check yesterday when we were just kind of talking. So I know just the 1 day pass, I believe, is $20 for Friday and Saturday. Sunday's only $15. Of course, it's probably the least busiest and probably the least things going on. But the 3 day pass is $35 with the basic thing, not with like goodie bags and stuff like that. And I'm a little too poor for the goodie bags. I think that's $100, but still.
I don't know. I might have to cop some type of merch this year. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty cool last year. The merch that they did have.
Yeah, the merch was
So,
good. I think
yeah.
it's the merch.
I think we could like if we get one room with like 2 king beds. two people share. Someone's gonna have to get the floor or the couch, and we'll alternate every other night or whatever, you know.
I mean,
We
I'm
could
saying
do-
I'm down for the floor, you know.
Hey, you hear him? He's down for
Down
the
for the floor.
Guys, he's down for the janitor's closet.
I take that back. Two people are gonna have to sleep on the floor because my girl gonna have to be in the bed with me.
Boy, you got a girl
What
like
the-
fire monkey.
Like, nah, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I
A
think we
girl
should.
like you beat the level 4 bot.
But yeah, I think we definitely like gotta make that like some type of priority, you know, to try and go. And then also you're telling me about some like Kamehameha Con or something.
So I was thinking about maybe going to Kamehameha Con. It's actually in the Irving Convention Center. It's a Dragon Ball convention.
For Sneaker Con used to be.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Hey, you remember last time at DreamCon they were having like a big debate about Naruto?
Oh,
and Dragon
yeah,
Ball,
it
like
was
just
like a
in the
big
main
group.
hall. Yeah, they
They
were
were
all
like, bro,
just
Naruto cannot whoop Sasuke, and then the
Yeah,
other
it
dude was
was
like,
a
bro, with
whole
his
long
prime he could.
conversation.
But yeah.
What do you think?
What does that have to do with Dragon Ball?
I don't know. I just wanted to
This guy thought Sasuke was Goku for a second.
He brought it up.
Yeah.
Alright, whatever. You
Hey,
say.
semantics. All right.
Semantics.
So, yeah.
No, but that's something sense. I mean, that con is like literally in Las Colinas, so that's only like 20, 30
That's
minutes.
where my school is.
Like 20 minutes. I know it's
Hey,
not
you
that
want
far.
to meet this guy at school? Go to Las Colinas. Oh.
Hey, this guy doxing himself. We haven't given our addresses before.
Shut up.
Nah, but yeah, it's in the Irving Convention Center, so it's nearby where we live, so it'd be a lot easier to go to that one. Although I know that one's a little more expensive. I don't remember the exacts for the 3-day pass. I know their special VIP pass is $300, so that's 3 times more than the pass for the DreamCon one. I know for a fact, like, just the regular 3-day pass isn't that expensive, but it's more expensive than something like for a DreamCon, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'll see if I go. You know, I'm a big Dragon Ball fan, and do like follow a lot of Dragon Ball YouTubers like Rhyme Style, stuff like that on my Twitter and my YouTube for a couple years. So it'd be kind of cool to meet them while there. But yeah, like it'd be kind of cool just visiting these cons in the future. Maybe one day we'll go to Comic Con.
Ooh.
Does that come to Dallas?
No, that's in like New York.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
So if you want to do a New York meetup,
Like only New York?
You check.
San Diego Comic Con
Yeah, San Diego Comic Con.
and New
Yeah,
York
that's
Comic
kind of
Con.
sucky.
Yeah, but I mean, you do what you want when you're popping.
Hey, yeah, true, I guess.
But unfortunately, we're not popping.
Hey.
Boy,
It's like a
they
shame.
gotta throw us under like that, but
One to talk over here won't even watch her own videos.
I watch videos. And
You
out,
want-
out
I'm
here
like,
getting
hey,
out here
what-
getting smacked by bot number 6.
I'm over here like, hey,
Bottom
watch
four.
the tutorial for Black Ops. No, I'm gonna watch somebody else. You know,
I already watched the
Hey,
tutorial.
Whoa, whoa.
But yeah, I did want to talk about the DC streaming service because I did get it a couple days ago. Well,
What,
I have
like
the,
that one?
What?
Nothing.
I have not. But I did get the DC streaming service. I don't know if I'm sure many of you have heard about it by now. That's where they're gonna be having. Well, they had Titans. Titans already actually did their full run for their first season. That's where gonna be Young Justice, and then they have a couple other like old movies. They have comic books, stuff like that. And I wasn't originally gonna get it because like all I had. Why are you looking at me like that?
Oh, my bad.
What the hell? But I wasn't originally gonna get it because all I had was Titans, and I wasn't really feeling Titans. But the day Young Justice dropped, I was like, man, I guess I gotta get this. So so I did like go ahead and sign up for the trial. And at first I was kind of like, let me just see, what they got. If I'm not really messing with Young Justice, I'll just wait till the full season's out. Get rid of my subscription. But here I am, and honestly, I watched the first 3 episodes. It was pretty good. What y'all think about the first 2 seasons of Young Justice? If y'all remember much about it. What about you, Marco? You remember anything about Young Justice season 1 and 2?
Not really about season 1 and 2. Yeah, I don't really remember.
Yeah, it was pretty forgettable.
Oh, hell
Yeah.
no. I think it's better than Teen Titans at the very least.
Season 1 and 2?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm getting it confused. Like, oh wait, I can't remember. Like, I can't remember exactly. I just remember it being pretty good, and then, and then I heard about that they might bring it back for another season eventually, and it's kind of crazy that now they are. But we had to wait so many years or whatever.
Yeah, I looked up because I was like, I know it's been a while since season 2 dropped, but I wasn't sure like the exact number of years, and it's been like 4 years actually.
Dang.
So that is quite a hefty time. Young Justice season 1 dropped in 2010. I believe it ran
Oof.
for maybe 2 years, something like that.
Dang.
Maybe to 2012 or 2013. I think 2012. And then season 2 went from like 2012 to maybe 2014, something like that. But here we are, 2019. Young Justice season 3 has dropped. They're dropping the 3 episodes every week. and so it's gonna be like 6-8 weeks before the full like season's out. But I'm gonna go ahead and be watching it and since I have the DC streaming service now, I'm gonna go ahead and watch Titans. They got a couple DC movies that I've just been pirating usually, but I guess now I can officially watch them. Because I have watched what's it called, Doomsday, something like that.
What's that?
Or The Death of Superman, that's what it's called. It has like Doomsday. It's an animated movie. It came out last year, and I went ahead and pirated it, because like...
Pirated it.
The FBI's gonna kick in our door like, yo, what'd you say?
I just said, like, hello, we get spotted
They're
real
gonna
quick.
come down and spray off through a flamethrower. It's FBI, open up.
Oh, hell no. Nah, but... And then there's like a sequel to it, Reign of Superman, coming out. So they got a couple movies coming out that should be cool, and of course, Young Justice. So I thought that was something I'd go ahead and mention. All right, so Marco, seeing as you're our guest for the day, have you done anything cool this week? What have you been up to? And how are you feeling about school coming up so soon?
Oh no. I don't feel good about school, cause just a young man trying to live his life.
I feel you, brother.
I feel you.
Like especially since our school
Around
system,
the shots of that one.
like makes our tests like the week after you come back from break.
Oh,
So
that sucks.
I'm dumbed up. So, and I also have to take the test. So
Oh,
that's gonna screw me up.
And I don't gotta worry about
But-
that. I already know I failed my test.
Same here, brother.
Yeah,
no.
but other than that, school is weird. It's weird. But
Anything you're looking forward to in this year? You weren't on the previous podcast where we discussed our New Year's resolutions. So any New Year's resolutions you might have, for this next coming 2019?
honestly, nothing really.
Not
Like,
really.
Hey, haven't you been trying to talk to that girl?
Yeah, that one girl.
nah.
I seen her on your IG.
I don't know who y'all
Shalissa?
talking about. Wait, hold up, what?
Shalissa.
He knows who
Shalissa.
Shalissa.
Hold up.
Reaction.
Hold up.
Shalissa.
Hold up.
She got big booty.
Something ain't right. Something ain't right.
Shalissa in the sheets.
Shalissa in the sheets.
Hold on.
She in the
God,
streets
God,
and
I
that
don't like
shit.
it.
Hey, come back, no.
Nah, but yeah, life is pretty boring right now. Especially since it's a new year. Like, stuff is unexpected to come.
Hold on. Alright, so how about you, Festive? You weren't on the previous podcast. Do you have any New Year's resolutions yourself? Anything you're trying to accomplish this year?
No. Alright, what about you, Sam?
We already talked about it. If you
Comedy
want to find out
silence.
what our
Oh,
New Year's
go watch
resolutions-
our last
then yeah, okay,
podcast.
check out the last podcast. Yes, indeed. Gotta plug them hoes in right there. But yeah, I did watch a BirdBox yesterday for the first time.
Ooh,
Or yesterday, 2 days.
I've been hearing about that lately.
You've never
Yeah,
heard of
2 days
BirdBox?
ago.
No.
I watched it yesterday.
Oh.
Yesterday was when you were watching.
Who cares when he
Bandersnatch.
watched it?
Okay.
What is it?
Okay, so BirdBox, for those of y'all that don't know, is basically this like Netflix original movie they have going on, where basically there's this like spirit or like entity that's going around, and if you look at it, like I guess it's invisible because anytime they have
It's
scenes
like
of
a
it
delusion.
coming through, yeah, I guess it's just a spirit or a demon or something. But anyways, whenever you do see it, like it puts you like in this depressive trance or something that makes you kind of hear things and like see things. We never really see anything that the characters might be seeing, aside from their eyes turning into kaleidoscopes. But when they do see the spirit, they have this urge to kill themselves, basically. So the movie is about Sandra Bullock, that's the actor, like the main person, and she's like pregnant and stuff. So she's obviously trying to survive this outrage along with a group of people that are inside a house, and they have to make sure not to let the spirit, them not to see the spirit, make it through. And then of course, there's actually people that. Like they're affected by the spirit, but they don't want to kill themselves when they see the spirit. Instead, they want to like make people see the spirit as well. And I think that's mainly for the criminally insane, because at some point someone does mention that there was like these people that came and tried to attack them, and they like, oh, where were they from? And then he said the place, and I was like, oh, that's where they keep like the crazy people, So I guess like people that have already been experienced with like depression or maybe stuff like that, I guess they're not affected in the same way that normal people are, where they want to kill themselves, But yeah, it's kind of interesting. I thought it was okay. I thought it was gonna be better the way it was hyped up on Twitter and then from people that I heard about. Thought it was gonna be a little more gory. not that I necessarily want a lot of gore in my movies, but I just expected a little more from what I heard, like the suicides and stuff.
Fire monkey be out looking for where you can smell the iron in the air. You know,
I want to be able to
over the walls.
I want to be able to feel the pain they're feeling, you know, so 4D movie interaction type thing. Nah.
Oh.
Oh god.
Oh no.
But yeah. But Quiet Place is something similar to that, where you like had to block one of your senses to be able to survive. You know, Quiet Place you can't make noises, and then Bird Box you can't see, of course. So yeah, I wouldn't really put too many spoilers. I know it's been out there for a while, so obviously I'm sure most people do know what it is about. But for those of you who haven't and want to check it out, that's kind of just a quick recap, not recap, but plot, summary type thing. So you ever gonna check it out, Festu?
No.
Why not?
No.
This man.
Because it sounds boring.
It's not boring. Like it has, it's a thriller, so it's kind of interesting, and they're put in situations like the group of people are put in situations.
Listen. After this podcast, I probably will never hear about this or remember it again.
You ever gonna check it out? Then you feel like you seem like the type of guy to watch movies and stuff on your free time with your friends.
No. No.
Bandersnatch was a good movie.
Hey, y'all ever heard of Bandersnatch?
Nah.
It's Black Mirror Bandersnatch.
Okay.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of Black Mirror?
Oh,
Though? Like
Black
Mirror.
Oh yeah. That's
Have you heard of Black Mirror?
Yeah, I heard Black Mirror.
Yeah, it's like the series on Netflix. They got a bunch of like weird stuff. I've never seen an episode. I know apparently there's the first episode I think is this guy who's like the president. Maybe he is like
the pig.
I didn't want to say it, but yeah, he the pig. So a lot of interesting things happen in these episodes.
I think my teacher told me about that actually.
For real?
Yeah.
Like I don't
The
know.
movie or the series?
The one where he smashes a pig.
Yeah, I don't know if the episodes are connected or they're just separate episodes that have weird dark scenarios going on. But how about since you've already watched it, none of us have watched it. How about you tell us about Bandersnatch?
Bandersnatch, yeah.
Yeah, so how about you tell us about Bandersnatch?
Okay, so Bandersnatch is a movie that I think it came out recently on Netflix, and basically what it's about a video game designer who is trying to sign himself to a record or something like that, where they put out video games like Ubisoft or all that jazz.
Ubisoft?
Yeah.
You mean you? Is that actually what I say?
I don't know.
I don't know. I
Oh,
know.
yeah, Ubisoft sounds funny. I don't know.
I don't know. Ubisoft.
Ubisoft.
I don't know. It just
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
No,
It's
yeah, I
some-
know what you're saying.
some weird, but he's meets with the guy and they started talking, and basically it's this one guy trying to write a video game about a book. The book it's an actual real life book. It's called Bandersnatch, and basically it's like a book where you choose your own path, and then it ends up finishing in some way that you finish. There's multiple books like
There's
that.
multiple endings.
There's a kid series that's called Everest that you can
Goosebumps? That's what it reminds me of. There was a Goosebumps book that was like that, where you could slip through the pages. And,
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I had
Yeah, and then so basically throughout the movie, there's scenarios that happen, and you have to choose what the character does. And again, it's kind of like a horror movie, so you can expect what's gonna happen in it. Like the guy ends up going insane, and I'm not gonna spoil the rest of it.
How many endings have you seen?
I personally have seen all of them.
All of them?
I've watched.
How many are there?
There's I think a good 5.
5. It's not
Like-
bad.
Oh, it's the one movie on Netflix where you can choose
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, I
okay,
think
okay.
at least.
Yeah, it's
I've
made
heard
by
of
the
that.
same people that made the Black Mirror series, so I guess it's just
Yeah.
made a movie like that.
Yeah, the couple. I'm not for sure if I've watched all of them, but the couple ones I've watched, it's been 5,
Okay.
and they're actually honestly it took us yesterday. Me and my boys were watching it yesterday, and it took us 2 to 3 hours to finish the movie, and it's
just by going through the decisions.
just
or?
by going through
Okay.
the decisions. It was because the movie by itself without cutscenes, it'd be a 1 hour and 30-minute movie or something like that.
That makes sense.
But it took us 2 to 3 hours to finish it. And honestly, they were all mad because of the ending.
Oh yeah, I saw. I walked in right as y'all were finishing it up, and they seemed pretty disappointed. with
Yeah,
the
they were
ending.
pretty disappointed. But I liked it because of how it thrilled me. If you're a video game person that you like to choose your path or something like that, I definitely recommend watching the movie.
Sure.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, I'm mostly familiar with things like that, like in video games, where you can obviously make different choices. I know Mass Effect, for example, you could obviously change the conversation of how people act towards you. And then of course, I don't know if Mass Effect itself does it, but I know of games where there's different endings just by making different decisions, saving different people throughout the game. So it's pretty interesting where they do it into a movie. I hope they do more, and I'm sure at some point I'll go ahead and check it out. maybe we'll do a video with it, right, Damon?
Yeah, what's kind of funny is they actually do that in 2K. I remember.
Oh,
this-
really?
Oh yeah.
In the
Whenever
beginning.
you get to choose if you're gonna be friendly
Yeah,
or rude to the
friendly
guy.
to the
Yeah.
And I remember I was rude and like I forget. Then he'll hoop on you really hard, but if you're nice with it, like, hey, join my team. And then like
Yeah.
it's very like helpful towards the storyline if you.
Yeah, I think I remember.
More friendly with
I
it.
went ahead and made my own like little playthrough. Just kind of like they were like play it, you know, and I was like, all right, bet. So then I made my character, and I went ahead and be friendly, and that's when you were like, oh, wait a minute, hold on. So that's very interesting. I think it's a really cool thing that they add, of course, giving you more liberty to the game, so you're obviously controlling most of what happens. Yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty cool.
But yeah, I don't know if I don't know. I might check out those movies. Maybe BirdBox.
Yeah, just for the hype, you know, just to see what it's about. You know?
Yeah, if you have time to like waste, like watch Bandersnatch because that takes so long.
Yeah, well, I mean, BirdBox is like almost 2 hours long about.
Yeah.
So obviously, you know, just make sure you set some time to, of course, watch it and you know, all that jazz.
Yeah. Yeah.
I might have to see what's up. I don't know, but right now I have been like somewhat on and off watching The Flash. I know you were watching that too.
Yeah.
I know you said you got like through season 2, right?
Yeah, and then like, I was thinking about going ahead and watching season 3 since I was like I have time on my hands, but I was like I don't know, man. Like I remember I really did not like season 3. That's the first one I watched as it aired. So I was like, I'm not about to go through this again. And I recently watched the video of why season 3 failed. So I was like, yeah, I'm even less motivated to watch it. But how far are you into season 2, or did you already finish it?
Nah, I didn't finish. I think I only like
Wow.
maybe 10 episode or episode 10. I don't know why I said it like that, but yeah. Like I don't know, like shows. I just don't like watching them unless it's like Family Guy or like I've been watching Johnny Test a lot recently. Like if it's just if it's just goofy. Then I'll just like, you know, put it on kind of and I don't mind. But like with a show like that, like I don't like missing stuff. Like I like giving it my full attention. So, you know, what was we talking about?
I don't know. FYB Win was entering the room. And we were thinking you could join us for the one time, but I guess not.
Hey,
What
get right in here, boy.
Yeah, so
something
like with
Flash.
shows like that, I like giving it my attention. So like if I'm like texting or like on Snapchat or something comes up, then I'm like, I gotta pause it. So I never really like. It takes me a lot of time unless I'm just fully committed. Like I watched the whole Arrow, like I don't know, maybe the first and second week of December, and I like just straight up like was focused on it. Like when I had time in school, I was watching it, and then after school. But you know, Flash, like it's pretty good the first 2 seasons, but I don't know. It's just like I've already seen it, and it was like it's not super popping to me, so it's like not super catching my attention, but.
Ironic how when you're in school you have more time to watch shows than when you're on break.
For real. But yeah, you know, we be doing nothing. I'll be like, dang, why can't I just go home? So I'm like, whatever. I'm just gonna pop out the phone and watch watch some CW verse real quick.
Yeah, I feel like that's usually what I do. Like if I'm at lunch or I'm in a boring ass class, and I just pull out my phone and watch the latest episode that I might have missed the night before. But yeah, I also feel on the thing where you were saying how like you don't like having the show on and having people text you because then you have to pause it and then you just take off the show, you know.
Yeah.
And I know with shows like Family Guy, you don't really need to pay too much
Yeah.
attention. It's just kind of like it's more of like a background, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, there. I know like like Futurama, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know like this has like story to it, or
Yeah, it does, but like at the same time, like I don't know with like.
but you can still
Futurama,
enjoy it and like not.
Like
fully
yeah, they'll
pay
crack a
attention.
joke
Yeah.
like every other minute. So it's like you look up, he's like he says something funny, you're like, oh, you can look back down, and when you look up again, there's gonna be another joke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I feel like the shows like that you can really just kind of put in the background. Me personally, like, you know, I think I'm like good at multitasking when it comes to like having a show on and being on my phone. But if I do like,
Es la jodida.
but yeah, like, so usually like I'll have like some like unless it's like an anime with like in Japanese like with subs on, because then I'm like, I can't get on my phone for a second to look at this text, and then I have to pause it because then they'll say some shit in Japanese, and obviously you know I don't speak weeb. But if it's dub, you know, the, like dub animes and even like any other like show like The Flash, stuff like that, you know, I can usually just be chilling, check my phone, be on it for a walk, and hear the dialogue with my ear. If I feel like I hear something that's important, but I didn't get like fully, then yeah, I rewind it. But usually I can go ahead and pay attention. But yeah, like my friend Ariel, it took her like a long time to do season 6 of Arrow.
Your girl, not girl?
Yeah, you know, man. Yeah, ugly.
Now you gotta beep out the name.
Nah, who cares? She doesn't watch this up. Nah, but like, cause I watched 6 seasons of Arrow in the time it took her to watch all of like not even like all of season 6, but like some of season 6. So I was like, what took you so long? And she was like, you know, like I can't really be paying attention to shows like unless they have my undivided attention. So, you know, I definitely understand that, you know, some people can't like, you know, they have to put their full focus on stuff. But me personally, I feel like I don't have to do all that.
Yeah, definitely.
I personally don't like watching shows like that. Like,
With story
yeah, like a lot of story shows. At least if it really
in general,
matters.
or
Like I don't know, some CW shows, like those ones are like you have to pay attention, you know.
Yeah.
Riverdale.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but like probably don't. Like I was a big Riverdale fan. Like when it came out for like the first 2 seasons, and after that I was like, man, screw this, cause
He's a fake fan.
dang, cause it was just like, to be honest, I didn't like it after a couple seasons. And I heard that.
It's only on season 3.
I didn't like the second one.
For real?
Yeah, I genuinely didn't like the second one.
I didn't think it was as good as season 1, but it definitely wasn't terrible. It still kept me on the show, so I've been watching season 3 still.
Hey, isn't Cody on that mode?
Yeah, Cole Sprouse.
What is it? Cole Sprouse? That's his name?
Yeah, Cole Sprouse.
Yeah, he's on it as a Jughead, and they got all the cool
Yeah,
characters.
Jughead. But I
Jughead?
yeah, Jughead.
Jughead.
Yeah, I prefer.
He gives good head.
Oh no,
Oh.
I
Then
prefer
you
watching
talk
shows
about
like I mean, if they have
Like
some.
Hey Arnold?
Yeah, I watch Hey
Yeah.
Arnold. I watch like Drake and Josh and all
Who
those
is this
shows
guy?
on Hulu.
Hey.
But like
I'm more of the anime guy.
mainly if you mainly I would prefer to watch like funny shows, like funny animations, like on Netflix. F is for Family. Like I finished that. I finished the 3rd season.
Did you watch it on my Netflix? Because it was loaded on there.
Nah, I watched it. On
Okay,
Netflix.
alright. I guess I must have watched it at some point.
I don't know. But or shows like Blackish, Fresh
Yeah,
Off the Boat, Goldbergs, something like that. Like
Okay.
they have some story to it, but it doesn't really matter a lot.
Yeah.
Like I like those kind of shows. You know?
Personally, I don't know. I think they're funny and having them in the background if I go to someone's house, but I don't know. I feel like me personally watching shows like that is a waste of time. I'd rather watch a show with a full story that I can get invested into, and with character plot stuff like that. Even though the shows can be done Supergirl, it's a show with plot and stuff like that, but it can be pretty trash sometimes. But I don't know. Sometimes I just like getting invested in the story, seeing how characters react to certain situations. And I know comedic shows do have that, but I'd rather the focus mainly be on the story with comedic elements to tag along with it. That's why I like anime, shonen stuff like that, because they do have they can have their laughs, but they can have their story.
Ooh, that spoke to my soul.
I feel like I wouldn't like Supergirl.
You might not, dude. Yeah, I'd check it out just in case. The first season is probably the worst in my opinion. But I'd go ahead and check it out just to to say you at least tried it,
Yeah.
I feel like the girls in the CW verse are looking at. No,
they're ugly or the way they act.
The way they act, they always be Felicity. Don't even get me started.
Imagine they act
Arrow.
to 10 whenever it comes to shows on Supergirl.
Huh?
Imagine the way they act, but on Supergirl 13
God.
to 10.
And then who is it on Flash?
Iris.
It's Iris and that other girl is weird.
Caitlin?
Yeah, Caitlin be
Really?
weird with the way she does
I think
I don't know
Caitlin's
what she
alright,
did.
but Iris definitely
Yeah, Iris, but Iris.
she's been
do
on
be-
some I think she's never been that good of a character, but especially since season 3, she's just been on some other stuff. Dog.
What about that one show that's time travelers from the CW?
Legends? I
Yeah,
think Legends is alright.
Yeah,
female cast
because
isn't
the female
overbearing.
cast, because I
Yeah,
personally,
what's her name isn't bad.
I don't know. I've watched a couple
yeah, Black
episodes.
Canary or whatever. She's
Yeah.
White Canary there.
I watched a couple episodes and I really liked it.
Yeah, it's a
but
fun
I just,
show.
I just
Definitely
haven't gotten into it.
the lighter of the CW shows for sure.
Like
Yeah.
I think I like shows more kind of with the story and stuff. Like the CW ones. But I don't like to give them my time just because
Yeah.
I can't pay attention. So
Yeah.
I kind of naturally more Futurama, regular show, Family Guy, stuff like that is what more I'm gonna be putting on my TV. But even more of the time I like watching YouTube. Oh God.
So, Festa, what kind of shows do you watch usually?
Met Your Mother.
I know.
I know. Usually, back in the day when we play zombies, you'd always have that show on the background. And it was annoying because I can't
took
focus
it
on
off of
zombies.
Netflix, but then it got bad into Hulu. Oh yeah.
It's
know
not
what?
on Netflix anymore.
No.
Oh, I didn't know.
Although Netflix had a whole bunch of Kevin Hart, and he's one of my favorite comedians, so I've been watching a lot. of
But
it.
they kept Friends on for another year for $1 million.
Honestly,
Stupid.
that was dumb.
Who even cares about Friends?
Friends is so overrated.
Yeah. Have you watched all of it or not?
I've watched most
I
of
watched one episode. They didn't drink any alcohol, and I didn't like it.
it.
I remember a couple years ago, I did want to check it out with y'all, and we were like, yeah, this show's trash.
But I think it's because I was coming into the show expecting it to be just like How I Met Your Mother and the
Yeah.
comedy. And it wasn't, and like it's more old fashioned. That's why maybe I didn't like it.
Yeah.
But I have seen some other episodes since. Like I know my sister watched some of the episodes, and like I
Yeah.
catch them sometimes. So it's not that bad. But it's like I want to watch it, but it's also 10 seasons. So it's kind of hypocritical of me because I watched 6 seasons of Arrow, followed by 3 seasons of Supergirl, followed by 2 seasons of Flash,
9 seasons
Followed
of
by
The
a
Office.
followed by a season of Riverdale, and a bunch of like 3 animes back to back
Followed by
nonstop.
your hub subscription.
Followed by the Brazzer subscription.
Okay. You
No,
got a
but-
rowdy one.
Boy, but I think watching all those shows, like, it doesn't feel tiresome because I'm like, oh, I just watched a couple of shows. But then I think a show with 10 seasons, like, that's a lot. But I'm sure at some point this year, since Netflix put the effort of putting it on there again for another year, I might as well check it out, you know? Maybe one day I'll even watch Supernatural. What's that whole got, like 14 seasons?
I don't even know.
I
I
don't
met a
even
chick
know.
at
This
school
is
once, and
awesome.
she was into Supernatural.
She was a freaky.
It's in the show on the
She was.
But there's like a lot of seasons
Ugh.
out there, dude.
I don't know. Have you ever heard of? I know Sly is Baby Daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've put it on your house sometimes. It's trash.
Oh heck no!
Well, heck,
That was me and
I-
Sly
I-
stuff.
I-
Like it was kind of simple, but it was funny with it.
Yeah, that was
And like I don't know, I really liked it. And then they took it off
Came
of
out
like
before.
off of Netflix, and I was like, oh, maybe they got it on Hulu. They don't got it on Hulu.
Because it's trash.
Oh,
But
heck
it is
nah.
on Hulu, but it's for like.
Oh
premiere.
yeah,
Oh, it's
you
the
gotta have,
extra
like, the premiere
premium.
version.
I hate that Hulu does that, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
for
lots of
real.
shows behind, like
Like,
Teen
we already
Titans, for
paying.
example.
Yeah, like Teen Titans.
I think
and
you
all
have to
that
pay to watch shows with ads.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Like it's like how much money more
Actually,
do you
there's-
need? And then
actually-
they lock shows and other features behind
The-
like $14 a month.
The extra,
Yeah.
because there's like more than one subscription. Like
Yeah, there's
like-
like the live TV, the
yeah, the live
premium.
TV. That one like I don't know. There's one of them that just doesn't have ads.
Outrageous.
Yeah,
which is like,
what it is.
I
like
think it's the live
expensive.
TV one. It's like
Yeah.
50.
I think
you
it's
get
only,
like everything.
I think there's only 2, like just the $7 one. I think it is how much, like where just like you have the shows, most of the shows,
Yeah.
and then you have ads, and the other one that comes with live TV, all shows unlocked and no ads. But yeah, it's kind of bull how they got like it's cool to have another subscription that has like the no ads, I guess. Even though I feel like that should be a given, but like, and like
So
it does come with live TV too. But like I feel like locking shows, like come on, man, I'm trying to watch Teen Titans on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Apparently,
I was
And
thinking
then
maybe
make money, I guess.
cause Ty, well, he used to have Hulu. He's my friend. He's been on the podcast before.
Tytronic.
You mean
But,
Drex Slums?
Oh yeah, Drake Slums.
Just-
He used to have Hulu, and he would watch it on his computer. Like that's what he mainly like. I guess kind of watches stuff on. And he had ad block, so he wouldn't have to watch that stuff.
Look at that, the strategies.
So I was thinking about once I get like my new computer, maybe connecting it to my TV.
He's a hacker.
But the only thing I kind of didn't used to like ad block was because I remember I seen a video back in the day. It was like, you know, if you use ad block while you watch YouTube, then we're not getting any revenue from that. So I was like,
Man, but who
dang,
is
I gotta
revenue?
hook up my.
That's why.
Hey.
That's
Yeah,
why
true.
Fire Monkey bought YouTube.
Whatever,
Red.
I'll probably
You
just
gotta
get
let
ad
them
blocking.
know that.
Hey, be sure to get YouTube ready. YouTube Premium. I mean, that's
Yeah,
what
we
it's
have
called
YouTube
now.
Premium.
YouTube TV now.
Wait, are you sure it's just YouTube Premium?
premium
'Cause I
now,
thought it was
yeah.
red.
YouTube Pornhub. Get
No.
Don't they? Aren't they coming out with like a TV like new thing or something?
YouTube TV? That's already a thing.
Yeah.
My friend Leo has it. Because I know
Really?
I think you told me you watch like football on there or something.
Oh, what?
Yeah, because
Is
we'd
it,
be. I
like,
remember.
live TV. Or
Yeah,
what?
get YouTube
Yeah,
TV right
we'd be
here.
working and like there'd be the game on and he'd whip out YouTube TV and it's like, oh, what are they?
Oh, doesn't Leo watch the podcast or is it someone else?
Yeah, Leo watched the podcast.
Shout out to that boy
Yeah,
Leo.
Shout out that boy
Leo.
Leo. Yeah. If you made it this far into the video.
Comment.
Squad.
Hey, what's up, bros? If you got this far into the podcast, Leo.
Yeah.
Good times.
Boy, alright.
But is like so? He said so. YouTube TV has like sports and stuff, or what?
Yeah, everything live TV.
Yeah, just
How much
like,
is
like
it?
a normal TV.
Let me look it up real quick while y'all discuss the next topic.
Well, I don't know. I was kind of writing on that a little.
Yeah,
bit.
I was kinda-
I kind of
like-
wonder like what shows they got because I just seen an ad on YouTube. I was watching like some show or something, not show, but like a YouTube video, you know, and it was like YouTube TV, something.
Okay, so live TV from 60 plus networks, local sports and news, no cable box required. Try it for free. It's $40 a month.
I think that might be a little better than
I think-
Hulu
I mean,
Premium. I think.
let me see if it only comes.
I mean,
with
but also think about it. Hulu carries old shows too.
I mean, it comes with like a lot of channels.
Do
And
you
like,
also get like YouTube Premium with it or whatever it's called?
I
or is
don't,
it just-
I don't think so. I think it just comes with this, but it does include things like Fox, of course, where you can see football, Cartoon Network. It has a CW on there, Disney XD, some other, you know, Disney
Yeah, so it has
trash.
cable shows.
Yeah, it has like cable shows basically, and then for like, let's say you wanted to, you know, have Showtime on there as well, another $7 a month.
Just for Showtime?
In addition to that, yeah. AMC Premiere. I don't know, like, I guess they just got movies playing 24/7 that are like, I don't know if that's like movies that are currently out or like, you know what, but that's interesting. Oh, it comes with YouTube Originals as well, so maybe it does have the YouTube Premium options as well, because I know like YouTube Original is usually like a YouTube Premium exclusive. If it does, that's pretty cool. I mean, for $40 a month, like if it comes with YouTube Premium and live TV, like that's a deal, bro. Like,
yeah.
I'm poor, so I'm not
YouTube
gonna...
Music too.
I mean,
YouTube Premium.
yeah,
comes
YouTube
with
Premium comes with YouTube Music.
Yeah, so yeah, pretty cool. Might do that like when I'm
YouTube
not poor.
making some moves. Boy. But yeah, I just noticed you got the reverse card is your home screen.
Oh yeah.
When you gotta reverse on these hoes.
It really do be like that sometimes.
Nah, but yeah, there's
so-
a lot of subscriptions out there these days.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
you
YouTube
can
Red and
kinda
YouTube
choose
TV
from.
are like separate, so if you have one, you don't have the other.
Oh.
So I mean, it's still kind of cool, I guess. $40 a month for all those channels, and then YouTube Originals, whoever watches that.
Honestly, they all came to trash. Like they hyped it up like whenever they
Yeah.
started coming out, but then like YouTubers started filming suicides and stuff. So so that like
I never really watched any of the YouTube Premiums. Like,
yeah, I never have.
like
either.
I know they've always had like the first episode of the series is out for free.
yeah,
that you
like
can
Scare
watch.
PewDiePie and all
Yeah,
that jazz.
but I never really like was interested in, like, I always thought it was like they look kind of boring to me. And even now that I've had like YouTube Red for a couple months, like I'm still yet to check out a series, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe I will, but I don't know. None of them really seem any interesting.
Yeah, I watched like that one movie with Logan Paul. Was it like the Thinning, something like that?
Is that the one where they have to take like a test or something?
Yeah, they have to like
And,
take a test
I
or
remember
something.
they
Like
had
that.
a trailer for that.
Yeah.
I'd seen the trailer and I always thought that was like, oh, is that gonna be a
That
movie in
looked kinda
theaters?
good-ish.
I thought it was gonna be something in theaters, but I guess it was a YouTube Red movie or something.
How was that?
Huh?
How was that?
That was it. Was like honestly like on a scale of 1 to 10, it was like a 5. You know, some people could take it as good, some people could take it as bad. It was kind of boring though, like in my opinion. Like all that like jazz wasn't like for me, you know.
Yeah.
In his humble opinion.
Wait, did that like movie come out like before like Logan Paul did all that like
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah, and then they even started like before he did all that like killing like dead people on his videos. He was filming the second one because like it kind of ended off on a cliffhanger. You know, like it was really weird. So they're filming the second one, and then he filmed his jazz. So they canceled it.
Canceled it.
But then no, they like put it on pause. So I think they're gonna like finish it or something like that, or they did. But then PewDiePie says, you know, and then they canceled Scare PewDiePie, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're just canceling all the good ones.
So you slip up once and they'll cancel you right away.
Just like they canceled Brother Nature back in the day.
Oh god.
I mean, Twitter said all of that, but like they didn't really cancel him.
Yeah, and everyone was on like his side, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Except for those couple of plebs.
yeah. I mean, the kid was he like 12 when those tweets came?
Yeah, that's the funny
that's-
part. Like
yeah.
they're really trying to cancel someone for something he said like when he was 12. Like, I mean, like he's like a full
Wait, that
adult
man
now.
has a show?
Huh?
What does that man have?
Just literally all he has is a Twitter.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
that's
he's
crazy how
trying to
popular.
ban
He's,
him?
yeah, that's crazy how popular he's gotten
Yeah.
just like over Twitter though.
Wait, Brother Nature's the one with the deer, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, no, he's Instagram famous.
he's
Oh,
Twitter
yeah,
famous
yeah.
too.
Yeah, but
He's
like
I
he's-
think mainly
like,
Twitter.
like all he is like
For real?
social media.
Yeah.
I think I feel like I
Yeah, he
seen
doesn't
him
have a
first on
you-
Instagram.
Like his videos on Instagram, like I saw him on Instagram first, and then I started following him on Twitter.
Oh, for real? I've never
Yeah.
seen anything about him on Instagram, but like I know he's been like on Twitter for a couple years. But I didn't like follow him till like a month or two ago, like personally. But he was always retweeted on my timeline, so like I did always see like his content and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I remember way back, I don't know how far ago it was, but like it was like some bigger pages, you know, were posting like, look at this dude talking to these deer. Like it was just
Yeah.
like when he first met Canelo or whatever.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
this
I
dude's like
seen
the
that,
next.
and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, I guess. Like, but I thought it was gonna be more of a
Yeah.
one-time thing.
Yeah.
Like, and then like I keep seeing videos of him doing different things.
I feel
Next
like
thing
he
you know, he's
came
in
back more
Africa.
up last year. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think last
some
year was
out of
definitely
nowhere,
his
he,
big
like,
year.
Yeah, he,
Yeah,
like,
I mean
started
this year
doing
is
a
kind of
lot
like it's like a lot of like people who like get internet famous. They like go like they have one good year and then they're kind of just up there for like
Yeah, but I feel like
nothing really.
I feel like he's finally like he's been on the come up, But last year was definitely his year.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, like, he went to Africa and lived
Yeah,
there.
that
for
was
a
like
bit.
really cool.
Like, he was out here chilling with the giraffes in my mansion. It
You should
seemed
really
like.
have like a show or like a YouTube
Yeah, I was
channel
thinking,
with
like, a YouTube
what's his name? The real Tarzan.
I
seem like they were
think I've seen a
together.
picture of him, like.
Oh, for
but
real? I've seen like his IG. I remember like before he like blew up, like he came up in my recommend. And I was like, oh, this guy's cool, and I followed him. He just like messes with a lot of like animals, like but like you know some real time stuff like some wolves,
Yeah.
sharks, like
And it's funny 'cause I feel
snakes
like
and stuff.
Brother Nature isn't even like super like knowledgeable when it comes to animals.
I think he kind of
So,
just
like,
got lucky.
Like he just got lucky with like the deer and stuff.
Yeah,
But I feel like he probably just has like a
could have
good
got rabies.
yeah. But I feel like he just has like a good connection with the animals, even if like he personally isn't like your local like biologist and like he's out
Yeah.
here studying and shit, so knows like everything. Like, but like he's friendly with them, you know. So
Yeah.
they're friendly with him back. So yeah, I think he should have like a cool like show or something, you know, like Steve Irwin back in the
Yeah.
day. before
Yeah, I
he
saw a
died.
lot of people kept saying that
Like, they
he's the
compared it
next
to him.
Steve Irwin.
They're like Steve Irwin walks, so like Brother Nature could run or something like that. But yeah, I think that's kind of cool. Don't know how we got on the topic of Brother
Maybe
Nature.
he
but
could link up with Coyote Peterson.
or perhaps BoredBros.
Hey.
Okay, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Hey, well, like we'd like to have you on there
Wait,
on
what
the
race
podcast.
is he, like
BoredBros.
Mexican or something?
He's like Latino. Yeah, cause he like named. Yeah, cause he
maybe
like
like Dominican or some jazz.
yeah yeah, cause you know he got like that curls, like kind of like
for
wings.
sure he's like Hispanic. I know.
Yeah,
that,
cause
but
he always
he's, like,
names his
Dominican or
also he
something.
always names his animals like a Hispanic name or
Oh
something
yeah,
like that,
true.
like Canela or something like that.
Yeah, true. Yeah, dang, that's crazy. I wonder what if he'll do anything else or like something, cause he kind of like got big, but like I don't know, like usually like when people get big, they'll try to like put out a show or something so they can ride the fame. I don't know.
I mean, he just seems like I follow these other guys on Instagram. They're like Vine famous. That they chill with him like Dope Island and like Beach on Mars, and like they chill with him and they're kind of just like living life. Because a lot of these Viners and a lot of Instagram people kind of just like blew up, and like a lot of them are influencers.
Do you know if
for
like
sure.
like y'all know who like Caleb City and like Dope Island are?
Yeah.
Have you seen like one of my friends was telling me that they live like in Arlington or like I forget, like one of them are like I forget if they have like a roommate. Yeah, like that they like live in Arlington, like in an apartment or something.
I don't even heard they live in Texas. I thought they live
Yeah.
somewhere else.
I mean, there's like, I don't know. There's some Viners who live in Texas, but like not. I don't think Dope Island lived in Texas.
I forgot.
Cause he always recorded stuff with like Kenny Knox and like
Kenny Knox.
like the guy who's like
Oh.
like look at my African American over there.
Yeah,
Like,
I've
he's
seen
just
that
like
before.
dancing in like the mall or something like that. But yeah, like they're always recording stuff together.
Brother Nature did finally come out with his merch. We're not going to link it below, but if y'all are interested, be sure to check it out.
Yeah, find it on the internet somewhere.
And then maybe one day we'll go ahead and come out with the BoredBros merch. Shout out to Sly9. I know he already came out with merch.
Came out with
only
merch?
at 30
Yeah,
subs.
he's been having merch for a minute.
Ooh,
No offense, Sly9, but I think you should have waited a little bit before you came out with merch. Perhaps improve the design as well.
Oh dang.
Like, no
Dang,
offense.
the
Like, I'm
YouTube
not,
beef.
like, I'm not trying to be like offensive. I'm just saying, like, I don't like personally. Like, if we ever come out with merch, like, if we ever get that big to the point where we feel like merch is actually gonna be bought,
Let's go
I don't-
merch.
but I don't want to just slap BB on a shirt. I mean, low key would look clean, like BoredBros, like the BB.
Yeah, like, throw,
Yeah.
Like
throw
in a-
triple B's.
I was well, like,
Like,
like I'm thinking like on the hoodie, like on the left corner, you know, like
Yeah,
around here
dude.
in your chest, just small enough so like, but like it's still there.
Low key.
Yeah, I think that looked clean, like, but
yeah, add some like
You just,
light
like,
blue
like on
color.
his, he
colors.
just slapped the Sly9 thing, boom, right in the middle. Hey, did you want a jacket as well? Boom, here you go. you want a backpack? Boom, slap it on.
Yeah, I mean, one thing is like you'd want to wait, so because you
yeah.
you have to be able to afford
To make
getting the
some money
merch
back from
and
it.
then
Yeah.
shipping it. You know, like it's actually pretty expensive and all
Yeah,
that
so
jazz.
personally, I mean, I don't know when we'll come out with merch.
at least.
Maybe not. I feel like 1,000 still isn't big enough. You know, maybe like 5,000.
I mean, maybe we
think
could like come out with some socks.
Maybe, like-
or something like
maybe
that.
like a shirt.
Maybe like some
at
limited,
1,000.
like there's only like 10 shirts you can order.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like buy something. Yeah, but like I know, like I do, like in the future we get big enough, like 5,000 at least, maybe 10,000. Like a full line of like stuff like with shirts, maybe like a backpack, stuff like that. But I do want
Socks,
to.
draws.
Dramas.
I imagine you go. I was gonna say, you go into the room, yo girl, lock the door,
And then
turn
you see
on the
some dude
candles.
taking off some
You know,
BoredBros socks.
you're taking off your pants. She's like, oh, orale. And then all of a sudden she peeps the BoredBros underwear. She's
And
like,
then,
oh,
and then she
okay.
lights the BoredBros candle.
Like, do you have protection? You whip out the BoredBros condom.
You're like, boy, do I ever.
And
They're
she
just gonna have Young Savage's face slapped on there. That's the protection proof.
just the cheeky smile.
Adrian, we gotta have Adrian with the cheeky smile.
Oh god. But yeah, I think like if we ever do come out with merch, like it's not
Birth
just
control?
gonna be it's not just gonna be like BB slapped on there. I want some cool thing like, you know.
Yeah.
But that's for the future of the BoredBros channel. Maybe we'll have Festive make the designs, right, Festive?
No.
No.
Alright, well I
Good
think
old
that's
festive.
everything we have for today. Let's see, a little bit under an hour. For all we know, this recording's gonna get deleted, like most of the podcasts we record,
And editing.
and maybe even before that. I might mess something
Thanks
up.
to Pena.
Thanks to Young Savage. But anyway, thank you guys
Thanks
for
to
tuning in. This guy's slump right here. But thank you guys for tuning into this episode of the podcast. I don't know how the sound's gonna come out. Of course, we're gonna review it, listen to it, a little bit. But since like all of us are in the same room and like we're a little ways away from the mic, it might like not be as loud. So we'll have to fix some of the editing but hopefully it does sound good, of course. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to like the video, comment any topics that you might have for the next podcast episode, anything you might have enjoyed for this one, or any thoughts that you might have had on any of the topics we discussed. The topics weren't as diverse as they usually are, but it's the first of the year. Nothing much has really been happening, so hopefully next week's podcast is a little more exciting. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you're new to the channel, be sure to sub, ring the bell as well, so you can get notifications for whenever we do upload every couple months.
Shameless plug, Discord down below, link, join that, and also a Patreon down below, throw in $1 or two.
So then we can make the merch for y'all. Hell, if you're a
Hey.
Patreon, maybe we'll even come out with shirts just for you.
Yeah.
But you have to be the first Patreon.
What you gotta do is start off by clicking the Patreon link, throw in $5 a month, then click the link to join the Discord, go into the chat and be like, yo, here's what y'all should do for merch.
There we go. So you can
And
suggest
that's
the
what we'll do.
forest, and you can even be on the next episode of the podcast.
And might as well,
A
you
two
can
for
design
one.
the merch and buy it and ship it to yourself.
If you like the merch enough, you can make it for yourself.
Woo!
Yeah, that's
this
real
guy.
repping.
Finally, he's joining the channel.
Yeah.
Hey, we have a whole cast of people coming in. And the cast is...
Hey, he's gonna be on the upcoming videos, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, guys, that's been the video. We will see you in the next one. Peace out.
Bye!
Bye.
Anything else, Young Savage?
De la Avenida!
Órale, güey.